let's get started. Right, here we go. There's the F1. That would help. I'm just gathering a few supplies. Ooh. Oh. My timer-based bot is now working. And thank you very much, Shay. You're very kind. Just grabbing a few more quartz, as I'm using quite a bit for the projects I've been doing, and my shop has nearly been bought out. So it's kind of important I have some. I need a little bit of glowstone, then we'll go look at what I'm planning on doing during the stream. Don't forget you need to think through what you want for your audio file. I mean, I can potentially do the... Why am I going down the green tunnel? Red tunnel. I can potentially do what you sent me. However, I think it kind of needs to be cut down a little bit. So if you want that, just let me know which bit of it you want. I need some glowstone. Yeah, no rush. Technically, there is already a Shay command, though. But I just haven't attached an audio file to it. I forget what I put as the text, though. No, it's really disappointing to have one left. Fixed. Right, so the plan for this episode is to work on the kelp farm tunnel, which I did on my last stream. As you were there, you should remember. But since then, I've also built something else, which is featured in an upcoming video. Although it's going to be a little while before that video comes out. Whee! And graceful landing. That'll do. I think this was all was this finished on stream? No, it wasn't. It wasn't, was it? Because I did most of the digging out, but not the finish. Look at my kelp farm. Isn't it pretty? In fact, I could do with grabbing some of these. I really like how it's turned out. It's spacious, but not too big. Glass, water, everything's wired up, including these, so I can manually harvest. One thing I will want to do is put a button over here where I can manually harvest all of them. So I'll be digging underneath here and going in crawl mode to place loads of redstone, because I can link them up to all of these buttons essentially, and then just have a manual harvest. Because although it's not likely to happen, it is possible for all 5 kelp in a single chamber to stop growing if they reach the right age, and it can be below the observers, which means that they'd never harvest. So occasionally it makes sense to do a manual harvest, and then of course it resets those to a random age. And on my texture pack you can see the ones that are at age 25, because they have these little pink buds. So this is not going to grow, this one's not going to grow, and this one's not going to grow. So if neither of these reach the top, it will never auto harvest. But I did stop the tunnel about here on the last stream, and I've done a little bit down this tunnel, which I'm happy with. Although if you don't like it, please be honest. I built a cave spider farm. Oh, I forgot. Are these empty? These aren't. That was good planning on my part. It means I've got somewhere to offload stuff. Let's put that one there because it's got supplies in it, and then these can load up with blocks when I break them. So, cave spider farm. That's weird. I tested some things and I thought the lowest high they could grow was about 12 blocks. No, it's a random, so you can actually, I think you can place them and they can be age 25 straight away, but I could be wrong. I think the minimum it might be minimum of 24 and it stops at 25. I forget, to be honest. Anyway, if we stand over here, they should light up. However, I think I changed my particles. Gorilla Dude! Hello! Let's do decrease, because that still shows where they're active. So they're still active till about here. So anywhere in the room is going to load those up. This is my cave spider farm. which I finished yesterday. Now that all the things go in there, they get spat out. Item feed goes along there and shoots along here, so we'll see the things going across, up a item elevator, and then into the right chests. And seeing as I did this yesterday, I have a reasonable amount of string already. So the project for today is to dig out the tunnel to this point. Now, each module of the kelp farm is 8 blocks. Yeah. And so I want to see how many modules I can fit in before I've got to finish the room and then put the door. And the door might be right on the cusp here, or it might be back a few blocks. I haven't figured it out yet. Then you can do some string trades. Oh, of course I can. That's the point. But I only have one villager that buys string. And that's more than he'll buy. But I could potentially get more. The other thing is it's quite useful to have string to be made up into wool if I want to. And wool that I can dye into quite a lot of different colours because I've got unlimited red dye. And then I've got a reasonable amount of bone meal so we can make a lot of the colours. Currently, the only person I've got that will buy string should be this guy over here. And he probably won't buy many before he locks up. Ooh, 16 emeralds. Alright, he unlocks straight away. Don't forget you've got your command to try, Gorilla Dude. I believe it's just !Gorilla. How much I can unload of this while I'm here, and then we'll put the rest back in the chest and start digging.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money,
Dollar, dollar.
I quite like that. I think that worked. It's a little bit longer than I was hoping to get it, but I couldn't see a reasonable point to trim it out, so I went with that. Figured I could always amend it later if I want to. Right, let's get digging. So what I'm going to do is dig this width back here at the right height as far as I can reach, and then I can do the top section separately. So what I did previously was dug as high as I could reach, then basically pillared up and dug out the ceiling space. Oh, beacons are nice. I'm glad you enjoy it. I think you earned that. Oh, I should have grabbed some torches out. I'm not sure if I want to place something down here just so I've got a floor to stand on. No, it should be alright. There's only these blocks here that will be out of reach. Boop, boop. Boop. I do need to grab a few torches though. And hope that no zombies drop on my head. Which is a possibility. I'm going to dig out the bottom bit, square with the room, and then we can dig up after that. They said never dig straight down. Digging straight up, that's fine. Right? So how's your weekend going? Both of you, obviously. And anyone else if they pop in the chat. For some reason my chat bot doesn't seem to show names as soon as they appear. So quite often I get a hello before I see the name in my list. think I have lanterns here. What? Mr. Gorilla Dude has reclaimed some gorilla coins to rename a villager. You know the man, the myth, the legend, Misery himself. Yep, I know what you want me to do. And if you weren't following the last stream or watching this on a VOD for some reason, Gorilla Dude did Regret was the name he picked for one of my villagers. Particularly one of my, or in particular, it was Mason. Oh, right, so that's where my redstone is for the... Oh, we're already there. How's it groaning? Only the misery. Okay. Yeah, we'll do it square over here. And then start counting out blocks later. So I'll probably lay as much of the floor as I can, because the floor includes lighting. I always hear a slime. Spiders, zombies, slimes. Yeah. A bundle of fun. Not the rest of the junk that's so happy. Huh? I missed that. Yep, that's... Oh! Hello. Nice of you to drop in. Oh, I wish I had a sounder board now. Just a couple of drums. There's lava above there. We're okay. It did? Oh. Your back Twitch glitched out. Let me have a quick look. I'm curious if it's me. It's definitely not me. My performance metric says quite clearly your stream quality is good, which is very nice of them to say so. I thought it was kind of so-so. But 0 drop frames so far. So promising. Only for me. Okay. Oh. That. It's strange how, when I was young, we were amazed that we had the internet, and now it's become that thing that everyone expects. It's like a human right. It's quite entertaining when you watch someone, you know, on a bus who's watching a film on their phone as they're travelling down the road at 40 miles an hour. The moment their 4G drops out and they're down to 3G, they're complaining like they're in a third world country. I didn't leave. I'm going nowhere. I've got loads of digging to do. Oh, I love haste. Maybe I left a dark spot. Hello. Ow. Hello. See, I'm running rings around him. Ow. Oh, never mind. Glad it was only a skeleton, not a creeper. Let's put stone in there. That'll clear out most of my inventory. I like to try and put things together in the shulkers if I can. It makes sorting it a little bit easier. I'm also starting to realise how long this tunnel is. See, I've got one module of controls and furnace, or furnaces, and then 4 modules of kelp farm. I'm wondering how many modules I'll get in this tunnel. Hate coal. Oh. Yep, my timer bot's definitely working. New feature that I was playing with. So it has, I think, like 5 or 6 messages that it'll... Not sure whether it scrolls through them or picks them at random. And so they're just little things like, have you followed the channel yet? Maybe you should. That sort of thing. If they're too often and a bit obnoxious, then I can turn them down, make them less frequent. But could have used that link like 2 days ago. Why? What did you buy on Amazon 2 days ago? And I assume, Shay, you got Amazon gift cards for Christmas. It's that thing when people go, I don't know what to get them. I'll get them gift cards. And of course, Amazon's one of those companies that it's got such an array of products available on it. It kind of works for all interests, so they don't have to worry at all what your interests are. They go, it's probably sold on Amazon, whatever he's into. Oh, instant mine. Oh. You see that granite block that keeps dropping occasionally? It's dropping from there. About $350 worth of PC parts. Ooh. That sounds fun. As it's dropping from there, that means there's probably a ghost block. Let's do it with something that isn't definitely isn't the ghost block. So if I try and place that, see, it was a stone ghost block. And is that another one? Oh, there. Ghost blocks. We went through this last stream. I know, Ozza educated me. I'm just showing that I've learnt things. I'm pretending that I'm the clever one. Someone's got to be the clever one. Why can't it be me? Apart from the obvious reasons. Oh, must have had lantern up there. That there. So the middle 3 are all glowstone. So I might as well... spam this area of glowstone. Although I don't know how much glowstone I've actually got. Probably not us. Yeah, about 100. Because Mojang can't figure out how to fix any of them. Well, the thing is, they did fix the ghost box, but that was by, I think what they did was changing the priority of how it's calculated where the ghost blocks are. And when they fixed it, it opened up a duplication bug that was resolved years ago. And so they fixed ghost blocks, but then reintroduced a dupe glitch. So I think they rolled back that fix so that you can no longer use that that dupe glitch. But of course we have ghost block skin. It's normally only when you're doing things like instant mining. You should have seen the block lag of Bedrock 1.12. I haven't played Bedrock in a little while. I've dabbled in it occasionally just out of curiosity. And I think I played it one time so I could play with someone else, but I can't remember. Bedrock seems alright, but it has some interesting quirks. That really didn't take very long to dig up. Oh yeah, I was going to look for a shovel. Because I should have put an ender chest down here. Now what we'll do is just unload that in there and have a quick trip down the tunnel. That was actually quite smooth. I really need to put more ender chests around. So, Gorilla Dude, what were these computer parts you bought? See, I recently bought something for my setup, but it's not really a computer part. When you insta-mined, anything 3 out of 5 blocks reappeared. Ooh, yeah, that sounds painful. I'm going to grab one of these ender chests as well as my shovel. And while I'm here, let's just unload a couple bits and pieces. Andesite. Which I use some of in my cave spider farm. For a nice change. See, I used to really like andesite. I still really like it. It's just, of course, in the last couple seasons or whatever that I've played, of course, on Vanilla High, my base there is mostly quartz, and again, mostly quartz. So I haven't had a lot of need for andesite. Swoop. Oh yeah, I can go this side now. I was expecting to have to fly over, duck under, and shoot down. Yeah, stuff. You know, stuff. The vaguest answer. Okay. Stuff. What'd you buy? Just stuff. Things. Bits and bobs. That probably wasn't worth going to get my shovel for, but I'm hoping there'll be more dirt to dig it out. Oh. That lantern made me jump. I thought I'd fallen down a hole. Does anyone else make stupid noises when they jump sometimes to reach something in Minecraft? Or am I just a bit odd? I'm not sure I want to hear the answer to that, to be honest. Yeah. Oh. Hopefully there's not too many ledges up there, because things will spawn. Yeah, so what I bought on Amazon a couple of days ago was a new, well, I say a boom arm. I've never had a boom arm before, and it means that I'll have somewhere to place my mic. Be right back for like 30 seconds. I'm assuming you mean in 30 seconds. Either that or I could only take 30 more seconds of your voice today. I need a break. Yep, that's another one. Not a problem, we're not working on that bit yet. The thing is, this beacon's gonna get in the way at some point, but I hope I can find my way around it. This is the point we're digging back to. I'm curious how big this tunnel is going to feel when I've finished. Not just how big a tunnel is, it's sometimes you get little tunnels that feel spacious, and then other times you get big tunnels that feel claustrophobic. I think you need both length and width and height to make it feel big. Otherwise it's just a long narrow tunnel, like the one that comes from my main hub. It's a long tunnel. I'm back. Oh, I'm back. Wonderful, welcome back. You really weren't kidding about 30 seconds, that was quick. It's not even long enough to make a cup of tea. Oh. Okay. Oh, that's fine. I can figure out where the sauce is. What? No. 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 Sometimes things don't go right. Let's block up that sauce. Oh. Go on. I don't like you. Can't even see where the sauce is. It's all the way back here. What? I've been in this room before. Been attacked in this room before. Just do a couple of bits of lighting up. Kemp. Kemp? What does that mean? This way? While I'm up here, I'll just dart down here and do a teeny weeny bit of lighting. Ouch. Problem is, that's going to... Oh no. Wait. Does that break my... No, of course, because it's got lights underneath. Torches underneath. That goes there. That goes there, and we should be fixed. That was easy. Kemp. Kemp. I don't know. What's the... Oh, that's what the title is. Oh, did I mess up the title? Oh, how embarrassing. I can probably fix that in a minute. Let me stand away from the redstone, because if something does blow me up, I'd rather it blow me up here, as I have a hope of getting my stuff back and not breaking the redstone. Alright, I'm getting there. I think. Dashboard? It doesn't say Kemp, it says Kelp. Oh no, Kelp. Ah, that's interesting. Kelp. Completion. Oh. Update title. Game. Beauty. Oh. I can't do that from there. If I die, don't be alarmed. You can watch it. Let's try it. For some reason my chatbot doesn't have permission to do it. See if we can fix it. One day I'll learn what I'm doing. Streaming. Nope. I'm completely lost. Let's put that back on console. Edit stream info. Ah. They changed the Twitch dashboard not that long ago. Kelp. K-E-L-P. Completion. K-O-M. Done. That should be updated now. With any luck. And go back to Minecraft. Hopefully it's fixed. If not, you might have to refresh for it to be fixed on your end. And I hear spiders. This is going to be fun. There's going to be more of them coming down in there. I don't know about StreamBot, but I can make pretty colours. Yes, very pretty colour. Probably should eat. I also should probably drink my tea. Of which, let's get this done properly. Bit of ASMR time as I sit here. It's probably best turning around first, and then if I need to, I can spit my tea out and pick up my mouse. this is where I take a break, close my eyes for a moment, and I don't worry about the creeper that's going to explode in front of me. What was perfect timing? My tea choice, or the bot saying, "Are you enjoying the stream? I make videos too." Right, that's a few sips of tea. Get back on with the work. Oh, thank you so much for the bits. That's 5 bits from Mr. Gorilla Dude. You know, after that stream, wait, I'm trying to remember what date it was. 2 weeks ago. You really don't need to be doing any more donations for quite a while. Okay, so the moment I say you don't need to do any donations, you do one more. Just to prove that I'm not the boss of you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Nope. So one thing about lanterns that I find quite off-putting is when I suddenly find myself slightly taller. And a show love heart. And an Eddie giggle and a... Wait, hang on. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. I didn't really need to 12. That's another one. Wow, thank you very much. I didn't have to count that, and some salt. 4 lots of salt, thank you. I could have just looked at the top cheerer chart where it lists you quite clearly with a number next to it, so I could see without having to count them individually. But that takes brains and smarts, and I don't do that. Ooh. Okay, that sound's going to go off for a while. Thank you so much for all of those bits. I'm just happy that you come along and join. Even if it's the bits are never expected or needed. But always appreciated, so thank you. I quite like that little GIF. Speaking of animations and GIFs, is it getting too in the way? I can fix that. Hang on, let's pop it over there and make it. Nope, nope, nope. Mistakes were made. Oh dear, we've gone square. Done. Think that puts it out the way. Let me just do a quick test one. Oh, it has gone square. Oh. I've broken it. I'm the highest by 69 on another stream. That's the last one, so it doesn't matter. Okay. But it's too late now, I've ruined it. How on earth have I managed to mess that up? Yes. Even better if I do the... But, yeah. Don't know why it says John. I'll fix it later. It'll just have to be an odd shape for now. Lantern. Oh, my lantern. Also got to be aware of how much space I need for redstone. So if I build the door, I need to make sure I've got enough space to wire in a button either side. I don't know why it's 62. I don't select that. That's just what I think that's just the software's default. Don't know if I can change it. Oh, ah! I survived. Yeah, keep dropping down and follow me. I don't like you very much. How did he not die after one hit with all that fall damage that he took? Right. My heart is beating a little bit faster. He didn't blow up. We killed him. We got some gunpowder. Wow, there's a lot of guys around here. Let's just travel around here and light things up. Oop, nope. I don't want diorite in my offhand. That doesn't really help me. Get. Meanie. Should be another skeleton, yeah. Another creeper. Yeah. Oh. Wonder if the dripping is from the ocean or whether we've just got an underground pocket. I'm not going to dig it out and find out because it's then going to flood all the way down here. Boop. There. That was easy enough. Let's get rid of some of this stone. Oh, I have an arrow. Wait, I thought it was in my shoulder a second ago, and now it's in my butt. But... Oop. Yep, I got an arrow in my butt. Ow, ow, ow. Right, that cheeks. Let's put my wings on before I forget. Oz is online. And we scared him off. Maybe he doesn't like friendly people. Once I've done the digging out, I think I can lay most of the floor and then get rid of the beacon. Because this isn't mine. It's a person standing there waving. And it's something that I wasn't particularly familiar with until I joined this server. And then whenever I logged on, people were doing it. And I'm going, I have no idea what that means. For all I knew, it could have been, what do you want? Go away and don't come back till you have a cup of tea with you. Doesn't mean that, apparently. Also, I don't know why it's always that way round. It's always the hand up on... Oh, I know why. If it were on the other side, it's a bit... Nazi-ish? Left hand up is okay. Just means hello. It's a greeting. I hear mobs. I don't see mobs. I'm sure I'll see them soon. Found down a hole. Some idiot left a hole in the floor. But I'm sure he's a nice guy, you know. Deserving of a great following on Twitch and YouTube. Long time no see. This is a head with an arm waving hello. Yes, it is. Hi, Bio. Nice to see you. And it has been a long time. In fact, I don't think you've been to a stream since I got affiliate. Oh, I see it now. Ah! One of those things that once you learn it, you can't unsee it. You go, oh, makes sense. Same as some of, I would say emojis, but the old style emojis where people just created them with characters. And they were the kind of things you have to squint really hard and then it looks a bit like it. So it takes a little bit of time and education before you start seeing what everyone else sees. It's like staring at clouds. Everyone goes, oh, it looks like a horse riding a dolphin. Like, what? No, it looks like a cloud. And then it suddenly clicks, go, oh, I see it now. So what was the last stream you caught by? It must have been a little while ago. I mean, was it? I think it was Lyfcraft you would have joined, because it's been a long time since I streamed from Vanilla High. Apart from the one time the server went down. I keep hearing mobs and it's really disconcerting. Oh look, someone's lit it up there. No. My internet is struggling right now, so your stream is jumping around. I think it should be fine now though. Oh, it'd be nice if you can stick around. I've missed you. Oh. There's a puddle there. Yeah, that's all down a block. So that needs to go back. I'll have some gunpowder. Stone brick would be a... Oop. Like that. No, not to break it. Not sure how that fits in with any potential door. If I had a door here, that might be okay. It might clip it. I don't actually... no, actually. It's been a while. That's all we can say. And we can say that for sure. I actually spent a little bit of time on Vanilla High yesterday, recording, but not for a Vanilla High episode, and it wasn't the current server. I was on the legacy server. So what happened with this cave spider spawn up here is that let's swap that around. I built it several times. Each time it was slightly flawed, and then when I eventually got it so it worked, I didn't like how it looked, and so I ripped it all out and started again. But before starting again, I headed over to the legacy server where I had a triple cave spider grinder that I made for the World Fair, and so I was looking at that for a bit of inspiration. See, I'm so amazing, I inspire myself. Oh, that sounded really, really bad. Big-headed. Oh, so you're the one that made it. What do you mean I'm not? It says my name above it. At the entrance. It says Zacthedragon's triple cave spider grinder. Open to all. I'll be right back. I have to close my browser for a second. Okay. I misread that as I have to close my browser for a second. Then I got browser from Nintendo in my head. Which is probably not what you were talking about. But it was an interesting thought. Albeit a very goofy thought. Oh, my lantern. Wait, is that a floating... Ooh, a floating torch. Another ghost block. Oh, look. The bot works. Follow Zach on Twitter. Very good idea. You should follow me on Twitter. If you use Twitter. If you don't use Twitter, maybe you should get it. I mean, then you can follow me on it. Right, I have a few too many ghost blocks, so what I'm going to do is quickly relog. And then we can see these hovering blocks. There's not as many as I thought there'd be. Notice I have to stop talking while I'm typing because my brain goes, nope, too much. I just want to have a quick play around with something. Give me one moment. Just changing something on my settings. Get rid of that. I think I might have just fixed my alert box. Although unfortunately that would require someone having to follow. I mean, that would help. Oh. Rename. Let's get rid of that bit at the end. I realise I'm talking about things you can't see. Sorry. Right, let's work out how long this tunnel can be. It's about time I knock out this divider. I just put this here because all of this space to my right was kind of unlit and open, and things could spawn in there and come in and blow up my brand new kelp farm, which is not ideal. Do have some left. Back. Welcome back, Biowat. Huh? Who's Herbert? Right. Mouse mode. Oh! Thank you very much for the follow. Biowat, welcome to the collection of the coolest people on the planet, my followers. Yay, my alert box works. That's not the wrong size. BD's horse. Oh. I think BD was streaming. I don't know if he's still streaming. But I did announce my plans quite a while ago, so I wasn't going to change because I've got people that were expecting me to be at this time and hoping to come along. It's the only reason I can think of him turning chat off. Are my joke? Do my let's do dad jokes have that bad a reputation? I think the easiest way of doing this would be along the side with the pillars, and then oh, hello. We must have a slime joke. Either that or he came in from somewhere else. Oh, he's not going to hurt me. He's lovely. I wasn't followed for some reason. I believe it's because I usually watch you on Mixer. Yeah, I moved over to Twitch just because I've got more friends that stream on Twitch, and it's nice to be able to support each other. And ooh, I need that. I don't need all this other junk though. Nice to be able to raid each other and be part of that community. Right. We need concrete, quartz. I did have a load of smooth quartz. It might be in the storage area. Right, so it's 5 smooth. Let's see if I can manage this. Ooh, bearded dragon with a raid. Thank you very much. Right, 5. And welcome everyone who's new to the channel. Raided dragon. A dragon to dragon raid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Counting with Zach. It's good fun. Let's just place one over there so it's not too dark. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just working out how long this tunnel's going to be. This is my kelp farm that we worked on in the previous stream. Which Ozza was here for, in fact. And educated me on the ghost blocks. How I tried to be clever earlier. Having to work out how many modules we can fit in before we reach the cave spider farm. A Kemp farm, yes, that's what we're working on. Alright. Hang on. I knew I had a button for that. Typo? That's no typo. It's an intentional mistake to see if you were paying attention and to make sure Zach doesn't look too perfect. There's no chance of me looking too perfect. 4, 4, 5. That looks like it's going to be the end of the tunnel there then. So we're not going to get another 8 blocks in. So the wall should be along here. Going up to that point, we'll have acacia here. Acacia here. And the steps there. That should work quite nicely, actually. Oh no, the clip I wanted to use sounds bad because you had a stuffy nose. Okay. What clip? And there is possibility of me re-recording something if you need. If you really want me to. Acacia. So yes, it would be stairs here, and then I need some iron blocks. Iron blocks. There'll be some in here. Redstone shulker, iron blocks. Only need 3. It is not set to Shay. It's awesome. It's just Command Shay. Ooh, there's a bit of a delay on that. I saw your message saying Ozza, and I thought, oh, it's going to start playing in a second. And it was long enough that I went, oh, it must be broken. Gave up on it, and then it's at the point where that I give up that it then starts, obviously. Time to find something else. But as I said, if you want that particular clip of something, there might be a chance for re-recording. Did I have some emeralds in it? I did. Let's take a quick trip and grab some more emeralds. Oh, I forgot I don't have to jump over the bar anymore. That feels weird. Got so used to doing that each time. Let's have some more of that. Wow, 47 kelp. I think I put 1 kelp block into... No, I didn't. I had some odd bits of wood that I threw in there to start it off, and it's just smelting its own stuff and using that as fuel. But it's building up slowly. And it should, of course, be a bit quicker once the other modules are built. Come on, this tunnel's too long. Right, we want yellow wing so I can grab some emeralds, and then we'll fly down the end of the red wing because I need some glowstone. Emeralds. I should have some in here. That'll do. That'll be enough to buy out the villagers. Whoop. Wow, I didn't hit anything. Go me! Right, glowstone. I need a few blocks. If I can buy 12 of each of you, that would be wonderful. And that's enough for me to finish what I'm doing. Oh. I just had yet a better idea. Oh dear. Oh dear. Shay, I worry about you. And I know you well enough to know that I should be concerned if you found something. And for those of you that are curious, I offered Shay a custom audio clip so he can announce his arrival. And he's thinking through what he might like, which is worrying. Oh, isn't glowstone so pretty? Right, so if the piston door's here, this will be carpet on top of the glowstone from there. Wonderful. One gap for the acacia. There we go along here. And that one should be it. Should be 4 either side, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. I'm both curious to see and dreading it. So, BD, what were you working on your stream? If he's not here, what was he working on? Thanks, Gorilla Dude. You weren't there either, I know. I asked the chat what BD was doing, and you respond. The one person who was here, well, one of the 2 people here from the beginning. Escape room. Oh, the one in the gaming district. That Truck Pipe is working on with him. Oop, missed. I'm curious to see how that comes out. It'd be really... There's quite a few games in the gaming district I haven't done yet. Because, of course, I joined not fairly late, but later than the rest of the current crop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just want to do it on both sides so I can see it matches up. If it doesn't, we blame Gorilla Dude. 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Yeah, so when I joined, there was already an underwater maze, a race course. There's a few other things in there as well that have escaped me. Still want to play the golf, which I'm willing to bet I will not do well at. It's not exactly underwater. Okay. I know it's got something to do with swimming. And do we do the beacon first and then try quickly? Yeah, we'll do. I love the power down sound for beacons. Boom. Sounds like a reactor core going down. You use water to navigate and or drown. Oh, cheerful. That's how I like to spend my evening, drowning. Zach has an underwater base technically. For most of it, although technically this where I'm standing now is not underwater. Because if we go here, hang on. Rockets. It should be easier to see now I haven't got a beacon in the way. I dug my air hull up right in the corner of the ocean and the water leaked in. It's like, if I'd have gone one more block, would have been fine. Nova's here. I'm here now. Good. I'm glad you're here. So technically, that side of the kelp farm is under land. See, I'm slowly branching out from underneath the ocean. Alright. Truck pipe holds the most deaths in the main record, so I don't think you'll beat that. Why would I want to beat that record? I can't try and compete with truck pipe. Truck pipe does like dying. But we'll have a laugh about it. Whereas I get my words in a muddle. I should have said that wrong. Just for comedic effect. Yeah, too late now. We all have our little quirks. One of my favourite parts of Truckpipe's last episode was him standing there doing a little chat to camera and then realising he wanted to do something on the hill and jumped straight off his balcony. I went crunch with his legs and went, ow, that hurt quite a lot. Yeah, you're wearing no armour and no elytra. But it's something that I think we all do. It's just not always caught on camera. Never be there. Awesome. No, he's here, not there. Wait, I have tea to drink. Hang on. We pause, close our eyes, rest, and enjoy some ASMR. I'm surprised it's not cold. It's still slightly warm. Dog barking outside my window. Tea is a great idea, Nova. Although I shouldn't be able to read that if I'm closing my eyes. Maybe I lied. The fact that when I make a cup of tea it's a good pint is probably why it's kept warm so long. And why it's lasted me so many glugs. Much better. Refreshed and full of tea. I'm going to have to set up my macro keys. Because I want to do commands at the touch of a button without having to change window and type. I do technically have some macros on that window that I could click, but I haven't programmed those either. But my keyboard has macro keys on it. So I could potentially use those. Yeah, that's got rid of the beacon. Sorry, I was a little bit surprised that there was a torch particles. Right, let's get rid of this beacon because it's not mine. Which means a quick flight over to Enigma's base, which is somewhere over here, I think. I also need to switch that back to food. Should come into sight any moment now. Probably. Maybe? Yep, that's the one. Oh. That's slightly disappointing. I landed too early. Meow. Yeah, there used to be a beacon in the middle of this place. Someone might have borrowed it. I owe you one beacon. I wonder if he even noticed. Oh. Oh no, that's okay. I was just going to say I forgot to bring an iron ingot to activate the beacon. Because he had it on haste 2. But I do have emeralds. So we're okay. Someone, yes. Hey, there's no need to apportion blame. Someone. Right, that's activated. Now I've got to go up this staircase. I know Enigma doesn't live here anymore, but I definitely think he should install a water elevator. Because I'm getting dizzy. There is no blame Zach command because I am never to blame. It's always someone else. I'm impervious to errors. Is that a word? Impervious to errors? Or does it even make sense? When did that start bothering me? Overground, underground. Overground, not underground, but you know what I mean. Nether. Ooh! Didn't bump my head. Now the other thing is it's going to be difficult to spot my entry because I don't have a beacon beaming out of the ground. I also always forget how far it is between them. Ah, that's a good sign. That's the boat, so it should be just over here, I think. Got it. Ah, didn't quite fall down the hole. Perfect. So how does that look as a tunnel length? It doesn't look so big once you dig it out. When it's thin like this, it looks a lot longer. It doesn't look so bad. But then again, it might look bigger once I dig up and lay all the stuff. Right. What should we work on first? Digging out the ceiling? Or is it going to be one modular? Might be best to dig out the ceiling first. Which is problematic in its own way because I need to get up there. Wait, is that the height of the ceiling? Just there? No, it can't be. It's got to be more than that. That's the height. So if we go from back here all the way across, then look. Maybe I should have left the beacon. And again, it's only a 3-block high bit. And because you're in confined space, it can be a little bit problematic when you start over digging. Oh, excuse me. I know who left that bit open. Someone very kindly came along and gave me a hand. But they made a mistake. We need a blame Garrus command. Should have kept the beacon. Yeah, the problem is that I'm probably going to do this just one section at a time and slowly make one module at a time. Because if I do it a module at a time, of course, each time I expand by one module, we increase the capacity of the file. Yeah, there's a sign there. You'd never expect someone to find it and read it. Whoops. Should keep that off camera. And yes, I did make the sign, but it wasn't my idea. So, well, it was my idea to put something on it, but not what it says. That was Karis's idea. She told me what to write. It's her fault. Wow, 8 people. We've got lots of people here at the moment. I really appreciate that you all come along to watch me dig out stone. Thrilling content. Maybe not. But great people. The other thing that I probably might want to do is count how many blocks up this is. I can then dig in the corners and then I've got something to dig to. So 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks above the ledge. And then we'll go in the far corners, dig up. I'm here for the points. You've already got enough villagers. I should put a cap on how many villagers each person can name. Then again, you earn it, so. Reminds me of the old time when I just came up to your base and hollowed out a mountain. Yes, I remember that too. I remember discovering it like 2 days later. I knew you'd done something, but I just didn't know what you'd done. One more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Now, because it's very dark in here. There, much better. I also think I hear a skeleton. And a spider. Great. Right. Block. Yeah. Oh, I can't remember. Just do it this way. I can dig along here and then just poke a hole down to see where the limit is. The spider noises, would that be from the cave spider farm? I'm starting to panic about how much noise there was. Duh. Dungeon spawner. You know that thing that you just built a farm for yesterday? How long did you expect me to not notice? Well, I didn't technically need to dig it that far back, but never mind. To not notice that you dug out a mountain. Well, the inside of a mountain. Also, you must have broken through a few times. Oh, that's a struggle for me to say. Pop some in this wall and then we won't knock them out later. And if you broke through, I'd also assume you'd have to place the blocks back so that it wasn't a dead giveaway with a hole in the side of the mountain until I start trimming it down. With it? No, one more. Yep, that's our point. So we'll just put over there and dig back this way. Mountain mover. Oh, that's handy. Saves me digging. That when I lay the sea lanterns above, I don't have to worry about things spawning on it. It is a very expensive material to be using as a ceiling, though. And I probably should know better. Because, well, I did my Guardian farm on Vanilla High with a sea lantern ceiling to it. And that cost a lot of sea lanterns. It wasn't an issue because, of course, we had a Guardian farm. We don't have one right now. And so I'm reliant on the kernel. Oh, I need to let my cat out of the room. Give me one moment. And I'm back. Sort of. Still got the pause screen up, which has had a few alterations to it. I just made a few bits of change. Oh, it might be the idea of the economy, but it's a lot of diamonds. Let's change me back to Minecraft. And dig. I like the fact that there's an economy. It's just, at the same time, I should have probably considered whether choosing to build things out of an expensive block that I don't have access to could run me dry of diamonds. Oh! Well, that'll work. Oh, we're one block further back on one side than the other. We are. Doesn't matter. Because I'll need to dig out that area anyway for redstone. I think what I'm going to try and do is one module and then see if we can link it up. So we need 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Oh, alright, we'll do 9. I'm glad to see you're back in chat, BD. I thought you'd abandoned me. Raid and run. Although I can't say I blame you, because whenever I finish a stream, I want to get away from the computer and just stretch my legs. Sitting down for too long is that something I'm not used to. At work, I'm sitting at my desk a fair bit, but only for like 2-3 minutes at a time, and then I'm up and moving. Then sit down, up and moving. So I rarely sit down for a prolonged period. I think it would be funny if the devs decided to break SMPs and make it possible to trade for diamonds. Oh, you could do, but to be honest, diamonds don't have a real value nowadays. I mean, with all of... So, on this map, I haven't dug up any diamonds personally, and I don't think I need to either. Right, so it's sea lanterns to there. Because I managed to get myself fully set up with stuff from villagers. So all my armour, swords, picks, came from villagers. The only exception is I've got a few useful bits of armour that came from end raiding that I've kept. But realistically, I could have just as easily got them from villagers. So diamonds aren't essential anymore. But the thing about them is, because they're a rare resource, they have a value because there's to a degree a limited supply of them. You can't farm them. Obviously, you can keep mining and you can have an endless Minecraft world, but it's still time-consuming to gather, and it has a value associated with that. Works for me, 10 hours, sit in a chair. But do you sit in the chair for 10 hours, or do you spend, half an hour, then stand up and move around a little bit? Because I assume you're not in the same classroom 10 hours a day. Oh. What? Oh, okay, so I had an inventory slot full. It just didn't believe that it was full. Don't need those. Get rid of the junk. Did I... Nope, I didn't bring sea lanterns. No, 3 hours of class in the morning, 45-minute lunch break, 6 hours. But is that in the same classrooms? I assume most schools you have different classrooms that you travel to and from. You're not just sitting down at the same desk for 6 hours straight. Sea lanterns. I also need to grab some smooth... Oh, rubber banding. Smooth quartz. We have some sea lanterns, not a lot. Now I have 2 different glasses. Hello, not N. I never remember how to say the name. I don't care. I'm just going to... Tough. If you don't like it, change your name to Barry. I can say Barry much easier. Now, one thing I hate about smooth quartz is on my screen, Barry. That's fine, isn't it? Barry's a nice name. Barry Steak Fries. Okay. Is that an actual person, or are you just making a name up? Because that sounds like one of those names that people make up in films when they go, "Who are you?" "I'm..." And they're looking around the room to see what inspires them. "I'm, Barry Steak Fries." Oh. Barry just used 2,000 dragon coins to ask me to rename the Unbreaking Book guy Aknukn, which is Barry's real name. Oh, Kelp farm works. Maybe jump. Smooth quartz. Boop, 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 boop. And Shay chips in with another 2,000 dragon coins. Name him Barry Steak Fries. I'll have to pick a different one to be called Barry Steak Fries, but I'm definitely okay with that name. I think I might have one from. Okay, fine. Name it Barry. Was he? Well, you both paid for a name, so I mean, you don't. It can be different names. It's just... Problem is, if that takes off and we keep calling you Barry, at some point, someone new's going to tune in and go, "What do you mean, Barry? That wasn't his name's not Barry. Who are you talking about?" That looks so much better already just with those bits. I'm kind of tempted to actually work on all of these modules so that I don't have to do the individual part. I'll need more than that, won't I? Yeah, I'm changing my mind on the fly. So all of these need some pretty birch. I swear I'm going to name myself Burry Butt. Not N. Zach, you should narrate audiobooks. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Oh no, that's Star Wars. There are Star Wars audiobooks. You know that if you rename it, there's a cooldown. I think it's like 30-day cooldown, so you'll be stuck with it for at least 30 days. And then in that 30 days, someone else might choose your name. And then you'll be stuck as Barry. And as much as we all like the name Barry, do we want to be stuck with it? Making an account is a lot easier. It is, you're quite right. But I don't want to encourage you to do that because, well, technically, I don't think you're supposed to. I don't actually know what Twitch's rules are regarding second accounts. Because I'd assume they don't want people to have a huge number of accounts. Although I have two, because I have Zacthedragon and I have Zac the Bot, which is my account. It's my account that's a moderator and linked to my chatbot. Oops. I'm actually nearing the point where I need to change my pick. Okay, just call me Barry. Okay. And I quite like the idea of that being a thing. Just to see who gets confused. And yes, that's another spawner over there. It's a cave spider spawner. Just thinking maybe I should grab the shears and just break the spider's web from around it and see how far or how close I have to be for it to be active. Let's get rid of this junk. Whatever. Where did the oak sign come from? Huh? Did I break something? Yeah, probably. No, there is a thing in settings that says enable multiple account creation. Oh, okay. So you can make multiple accounts on the same email stroke phone. Oh, I did not know that. See, I set mine up as just an alternative email address. You're almost as popular as Sliced in terms of viewers on Twitter. Sliced as in Sliced Lime. I find that hard to believe. If it's true, though, it's amazing. We did raid him last time, didn't we? Wonder if he even remembers. He had to fix the last bug that I reported. It felt really good to do my first ever bug report for Minecraft. especially when it's validated as actually a bug. When I reported it, I was thinking, well, maybe I'm just being dumb, or maybe someone else must have already reported it and I can't find it. And they acknowledged it as an actual bug, and so my name was in the release notes for the next snapshot. Sort of. It linked to the article with my name in it. Still counts. I'm taking it. Yay! In my head, that might have been a very sarcastic yay. Yay. It probably wasn't sarcastic, because you're too lovely to do sarcastic yays. But, in my head... let's place just one behind each so it's a little bit more lit up, and then I don't have to worry about breaking these lanterns anytime soon, especially here because this looks too dark. Then I need to... there. Then I need to make loads of stairs. I bought out Bex's shop of birchwood. Although when I sent a message on Discord to say, by the way, I bought it out, JT quickly responded with, nope, no you haven't. Which means they've got quite a lot of stock. I know they've got an underground storage room for it. Right, let's put the smooth quartz in there. Oh. When I grabbed iron for the door, was that before or after I took out the beacon? Because if it was after, that's really dumb. Ugh, dark as my soul. So pretty. So pretty light. I hear a cat meowing. Give me one moment. I'm just going to put it on the pause screen. Back in a minute. And it's just Shay if you want to do that command. Back again. Tofu appetizer is here. I bet meowing. I didn't actually put it on pause screen, did I? Oh, missed opportunity to share my blue alert thing. And if you don't know where that's from, talk to Ozza. Ozza will know where it's from. I'm sure he's seen it. It basically talks about... go to blue alert. No, stuff it. Red alert. We need red alert for this. It's a real emergency. And the next line is, are you sure you want to do that? It does mean changing the bulb. Go on, Ozzy. You know you want to impress me and prove that you know where that's from. Although I might be a little bit disappointed if you don't know. Ooh, a creeper emoji. Star Trek? Okay, yep. I'm disappointed. It's from Red Dwarf. Okay. The winking smiley face afterwards gives me hope that you were joking. I'm not convinced, but there's some hope. Right, so it should be stair. Stair, 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 stair. We just need to fill this in. Voyager is a copy of Red Dwarf, really. I'd never thought of that. That's a really good point. How had that never occurred to me? I've watched Voyager. I like Voyager. It's a little bit more serious than Red Dwarf. But, yeah. Yeah. They're lost in space, trying to get home. It makes perfect sense. It just never occurred to me. Now I feel like the stupid one. And rightly so. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. I hate bats. Though they're a challenge to hit. A challenge that I take on gladly. My biggest problem with them is that they spawn in so many farms that it's a bit problematic. Especially farms that require darkness for things to spawn. So if you look at my creeper farm, it creates bats. Bats have no purpose. They don't drop anything that's useful. They just get in the way and occasionally make me jump. You need a bat head. I do have a bat head. I seem to remember I put it on one time and did the Batman impression. I'm Batman. It's not a very good impression, but it is definitely an attempt at an impression. Then afterwards I went, that kind of hurts. Then you're Zack the Bat-Dragon. Or just Zack the Bat. I mean, it's a bit more catchy. Clip. What? What are you trying to clip? No. Stop it. I know what you do with your clips. You always pick the embarrassing moments. Mind you, there are normally plenty of embarrassing moments. So I kind of spoil with choice and options there. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, another stack, please. Thank you. Oops. Derp. Be warned, you should use slabs on floors. Why? Why should I use slabs on floors? This is all carpeted, and most of this is stairs. And so there's nothing that things can spawn on, apart from slimes can spawn on these blocks. Less material. Where can I use slabs? Because these are stairs, so I want the lip up. So I could only do bottom slabs there, or top slabs. If it's top slabs, it's flat and a bit boring. So I kind of needed to use stairs here anyway. That, and I never worried that much about the supplies. I had a clip of a streamer saying he tamed his wife. Okay. Okay. I find that hard to believe. No man truly tames his wife. The wife just gives the impression because it's easier that way. And we all know that the true person that's probably been tamed is him. He just thinks that it's not. She's the boss. We all know it. I've been in enough relationships to know where I stand. Bottom of the pecking order, that's where. Sometimes. No, I think most of the time. I think most men are happiest just to have a quiet life. Not too fussy about things, just want an easy life. And so it's easier just to go, no, you're the boss, you choose, I don't mind. I know it's slightly sexist to say that women care more about things than men. Men are normally quite easygoing about most things. There are exceptions to the rule, obviously, but in a lot of relationships you'll find it tends to be that way around. That's why men tend to be slobs more than women. Because we just don't care enough. This is actually coming out quite nicely. And I think I just saw JT pop up in chat. Well, not in chat, in viewer list. Wow, words are hard. And he will be pleased to see that I'm putting the birchwood to good use. I think we should move on from that subject, show. Let's leave it. I've said my 2 words of rubbish. Well, 2 words. I think I'm cutting myself short. I normally say more rubbish than that. Oh. I need more birch. And a crafting table. Oh. I thought I would have been close enough for the spawner to be active. I do. Barry says, should I set up a wood shop because I have an AFK tree farm? It doesn't sound like a bad idea. Although it does sound like you've copied that idea from someone else. I mean, there's been people that have made that before. And I'm pretty sure if I built an AFK tree farm, someone would accuse me of copying. I've had that before in comment section when I did my first showcase of the Guardian farm on the Legacy server. So my Guardian farm was based on Nembom's Guardian farm design for peak efficiency. And so I used that as a basis, and then we decorated around it and released a video. Now, it was several months later that Mumbo did his Guardian farm that was of the same design, or the same base design. And after Mumbo did it, I then found myself getting a few comments where people said, oh, you're copying Mumbo. It's like, no, I'm using Nembombs as a basis. And I came out with it before. So, no. Feet floor hands. Oh, no. Oh, no. The chat's going bad. I've seen these messages on the Discord. Oh, no. Kind of need to keep that water somewhere. Let's... Oh, that's a pillar I definitely don't need. Let's take that out. That out. We can place that there instead and move the water over. If only I had a bucket. Get one of those. Iron ingots. I need a set of shears, and then I need a bucket. And then that can go on the floor because I don't need that iron. And don't get upset that I'm throwing iron away. It really doesn't matter. It's not worth the inventory space. Wow, we're running out of space. Bro, you're only 4.83 million subs away from Mumbo Jumbo. I know. He must be quaking in his boots. I'm under no delusion that I'm going to catch him up. We're okay. And I don't need to. I'm not a full-time streamer streaming for a living or YouTube creator streamer making YouTube for a living. Okay. Give me one moment. And we'll give you a timeout. And I just realised that if you're watching the VOD on YouTube, that's someone botting an advert. Yeah, Redacted. Right. What was I doing before I got distracted with people being stupid? Oh yeah, water. I need to move this so I can lay the floor. This can go over here. And we'll have one more. Let's just fill them like that. Moves the water source. Close up. And place this bucket. Bucket. Go away bucket. Let's... Torches. Shears. Let's brave that. Dungeons of Honor. Because I can't remember how close it is to the tunnel. And I'm chipping away at the roof because I want to see at what point it lights up. Ooh, that's actually a bit further away than I thought it was. Hello. I've dealt with too many of you lately. And you. That's dark. Well, there's one less cave for things to spawn in. Barry says, also watch Zacthedragon on Twitch. https://twitch.tv/Zacthedragon. Great idea! That's a much better advert in my mind. Who's a 3x1 and who's a 2x2? Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about. You have to clarify. Hello. Oh, how did... Git. Just place that there. And break the rest of these cobwebs. I've been collecting quite a lot of these. Want to see a haiku? If it's family friendly, sure. If it's not, no. Oh. Right, water sources. Hello. I don't think I'm one or the other. It's just a matter of what fits best with what I'm doing. And so that space was there as a nearly a 2x2, so I just need to dig out one more block. Oh, well that was easy to light up this cave. A slight distraction from what I'm doing, but a good idea. Error 404, page not found, please try again later. Huh? You're amazing, Zacthedragon. Thank you! So it only activates when I'm here. I'm never going to be standing there. But it... yeah, well, I think we've got a slime chunk somewhere. Well, who needs to buy slime when you've got this going on? They're all dead now. Right. Expensive food. Still need more glowstone though. I'm going to quote on the fact you said slimes could spawn there. I said probably. And I don't know which bit it spawned on. Let's do F3G and see where the chunks are. Okay, so probably this chunk. And as I said, the carpet will block some of the spawns because slimes can spawn on glowstone. They're not light restricted. So all of this here that's a flat area, quite a lot of spawning space. Worst case scenario, if this chunk is a slime chunk, I can potentially put something along here to stop them spawning. It's not a huge problem. Even if I just put a bit of redstone dust on top. There might be other things I could do, but I'll decide that later. There we go, there's the bot doing its job. Follow Zach on Twitter. Thanks, bot. I see the command. I see the command. Is that tea you're brewing? Oh, it did play. Bit of a delay. I think it's because I've got the sound files stored on the hard drive rather on my boot drive. So it has to spin up. But I've already had my cup of tea. Hello, Peter. Or as I should say in the way of tab. Peter! Oh, that doesn't do it justice. It's not quite the same. Oh. Doop, doop, doop. Which ones do we need? Which ones don't we need? We need this one. So let's pop it there for now. I need that, but not the iron, so just make sure I don't mix up the quartz and the smooth quartz when I'm placing stuff. Then we can offload junk in here. Need that. What do you mean no, Barry? And yes, that's sticking. Sorry. I think I have space in here for the slime. Yeah, I do. It goes in there. We can offload the rest of this. Okay. Rest I want goes in there. Let's grab some of those. There's nothing wrong with pop it here for now. It's a perfectly sensible way of dealing with things. So the green ones happen to be the ones that we need. I'm gonna put this and a chest in here somewhere. Maybe I should have thought of a location. By the way, Peter, look, Cave Spider Farm. Should turn off the grid lines. We do have a stone brick stair, and I think I could break. Ooh. Oh, that's fine. That's just on top of a hopper chain. Break those. We can go like so. Oop. And then brain. That goes there, and ender chest can go underneath. That's a perfectly sensible place to put it. And for symmetry, on either side. Gorilla Dude is asking, anyone know any good names that will go with regret and misery? I will be having a third soon. Oh no. I'm starting to regret these things. Nothing wrong with pooping. That's how I deal with things. I didn't say pooping. I said popping. Popping things down. Hello, still a bit early for me. I'm just going to lurk for a while. If I close my eyes, I'm not sleeping, I swear, says Peter. I'm glad you joined and might get some of your company before we bore you to sleep. Oh god, I meant popping. Good. I thought you were misquoting me. Oh dear, Shay's helping. It's getting worse. If it wasn't bad enough with Gorilla Dude naming things misery and regret, Shay's now adding to the list with despair as a potential name. Let's have some of those. Break these out. We'll make a quick trip to the storage area, unload these shulkers, and by that I mean dump them on the floor to deal with them later, and I can grab some glowstone while I'm at it. I'm strategically not going to place any carpet, because there is this significant chance that at some point we could have a leak. And we had a few when I was building the first 3 modules that resulted in carpet all washing away and needing replacing. I think I was responsible for one of the leaks. The other 3 or 4 were Karis. Despair? That's a good one. Going to take up on that one too. Oh, great. I mean, great! Because there's kelp in this one, but only 12 in here. At most, we got 5 stacks of kelp in that hopper and 1 stack in there. So that's, what, 6 stacks of 64 is 300 and something? 384. Which means 19 of these would be enough to do everything that's in there. Now, I'm choosing to use the exact quantities because, of course, if I have a dried kelp block in there and only 1 kelp, it'll just smelt that 1 kelp and then continue burning. Making use of the highlighted message, I see. Popping, not pooping, I'm not about that life. Yes, thank you. I'm now grinning like a buffoon. But what's that got to do with anything? I always do that. Ooh, bamboo's grown. This never gets old. Especially when you watch all the bamboo disappear. Watch it. Ignore the fact we got some sitting on top. It's a little bit of loss, but who cares? Right. Yellow tunnel, yellow tunnel. Right. It has helped with all the colours in that main hall for me to know exactly where I'm heading. I still make mistakes and walk down the wrong tunnel, though. That's mostly because I forget what I'm aiming for. Don't need these. Oh, I do want that. Pop these down the ground and deal with them later. Yellow tunnel, Zacthedragon. I have to say it multiple times because then it has a chance of sticking in my head. We want glowstone, so I'm just going to grab that. That's plenty of emeralds to get to buy out those villagers. It's not the best quote someone's ever given. You know, people like Einstein that make quotable remarks on society. Like, no, let's not do that, Barry. I don't think it would work particularly well. That and I've also should have brought more emeralds. I think I've said that line to most of the internet by now. Just be glad I don't have a brown one. Ew. Yep, I said it. Whee! Wow, it's actually big enough now that I can fly down it. Oops. We still don't have enough. But it's a start. Everything has a start. All the great things have a start. Oh, there's a quote in there somewhere. Let's do middle one there. Just to add a bit of light. I think that's a reasonable amount of progress. Now, I'm just going to go ice for a moment while I check something on my interwebs. And yes, it is called my interwebs. Not internet, interwebs. It's where you connect with people. All the great things have a start, Zacthedragon. Am I going to have to start opening a quote library? Because that is something I have the feature of in my chatbot. Just never expected it to have any use. Because, well, who wants to hear things I said? And some of the things I say are really derpy. Now, what I'm going to be doing is ending the stream shortly, but don't disappear anywhere yet. What I'd like to do, if you can all stick around for a moment, is I'm just going to find someone that we can raid off to. Just make sure you say hello and just say where you're from. We can do hashtag #ZachRaid in the chat. That'd be amazing. Who wants to hear things I said? A quote for Zacthedragon. Thanks. Just having a look to see who might be worthy of a raid. If you have any suggestions in chat, feel free to let me know. Just don't disappear to see them. Give me one more. Let's have a look. I'm just having a quick scroll through. Okay, we have a recommendation from Peter. I will go check him out quickly. Give me a second. And if I'm clever, before I check them out, I should mute my desktop desktop audio, and then I can actually see what they're doing. Oh. Zach, I can't hear you over the sound of this wither farm. You have a wither farm? It's Raveworks streaming. No, he's not. When you make suggestions for someone to raid, it needs to be an actual person. I think I found someone. Let's see whether they're family friendly. And it best if I do that. Yep, I found someone to raid, so we'll be going over in a moment. Let's have a quick look. Looks like a fairly small channel, 5 viewers. So we'll go over raid that. Ooh, I forgot to unmute myself. There we go. I just heard my own stream. Right, so before I disappear, let's just say thank you all for coming and joining, and I really appreciate you turning up. You've all been amazing. And look, it's a proper tunnel. Obviously, it's not quite as complete yet, but it's a hell of a start. So let's do that raid. As I say, we'll head over there, and everyone just do hashtag #ZachRaid in the chat would be amazing. We'll go check her I think, out and see what they're like and be social for a bit. Oh yeah, I don't have to do that. So we're raiding now. Thank you very much. Bye bye.